Guess what, guys? We're actually doing something again today. So, the most popular video I put out right now was the one where we dealt with a lot of Orlando history. So I figured, let's do something again. Let's talk about a important place in the city of Orlando. So that is where we're going right now. So we need to have some context here of this location, because it does play a very pivotal role in the development of the city of Orlando and Central Florida in general. So imagine it's 1965 and suddenly acres and acres, square mileage of land is being picked up by faceless shell corporations on the south side of Orange County, right off of Interstate 4. There was speculation. Everybody knew there was something fishy going on, but nobody could really put a face to who was buying up all this land. Maybe it was GE, maybe it was NASA, maybe it was Ford, maybe it was GM, and another company that was a speculated buyer was the Walt Disney Company. The Orlando Sentinel, back when they did their job, interviewed Mr. Disney on the potential of buying up this land in Orlando, and he dismissed it, but he seemed to have a very intricate knowledge of the Orlando real estate market, more than any outsider certainly would, and that was a big clue. By the end of 1965, it was pretty clear that the Disney Company had purchased about 47 square miles of land in South Orange County and northern Osceola County.
Our Florida land is located partly in Orange County and Osceola County, between the cities of Orlando and Kissimmee. And the important thing is that the Disney World is located just a few miles from the crossing point of Interstate 4 and Sunshine State Parkway.
So the jig was up. Disney had to make an announcement. Orlando, being a relatively small city at that point, didn't have a ton of venues to do a press conference like this. But there was a small hotel right off of Central Boulevard in downtown Orlando, facing Lake Eola, that was ultimately decided to have this press conference. The building was owned by William Cherry, which, if anybody knows about the early days of Orlando broadcasting, William Cherry was the owner of WDBO. Cherry Plaza was pretty much one of the premier hotels in downtown Orlando, if not the premier hotel, and this was the perfect place to have, a meeting of this magnitude. The day came, and Walt Disney, Roy Disney, and Florida Governor at the time, Hayden Burns, all showed up. They parked their limo right outside of Cherry Plaza, walked inside, and started the press conference that really shaped the development of this city ever since. And there it is. Cherry Plaza. Today, of course, it's known as Post Parkside, and they are apartment homes. But back in the day, it was Cherry Plaza. Essentially, the Disney motorcade would have come around this roundabout, stopped right here. Walt Disney, Governor Burns, and Roy Disney would have gotten out of the car and walked right through that opening right there into the Egyptian conference room, as I think it was called. And that's where the magic started.
Walt Disney, who will bring a new world of entertainment, pleasure, and economic development to the state of Florida. Walt Disney. Thank you, Governor.
Well, Mr. Governor, this has been a wonderful reception that you've given us here. All the faces seem friendly, and we feel very much at home. And, of course, this is a big, exciting project for us, too, I mean, in fact, it's the biggest thing we've ever tackled. And that is actually what we hope to do here, is to really develop something that, well, it's just more than an entertainment enterprise. It's something that contributes in many other ways. Well, educationally, and the one thing is that, to me, the important thing is the family. And if you can keep that family together with things, and that's been the backbone of our whole business, catering to the families.
I don't think you've mentioned the amount of money, the initial investment.
That's a heck of a lot.
That would indicate the size of this project.
Well, there was a time in my life I didn't think there was that much money.
By the way, I forgot to show this on my Lake Eola vlog the other day. This is all of Orlando's sister cities. I'm not really sure how they came to decide these are our sister cities, but you know, it pretty much spans every inhabited continent. I was just driving by Fashion Square Mall and I realized they just tore the whole Sears right down. I mean, just leveled it. It's gone. That cannot be a good sign for the mall, that they would just tear out an anchor store like that. I mean, I know it closed down, but they just, I mean, leveled it. It's gone. Wow. Finally rained. All at once. Months and months of rain that we've been waiting for. Alright guys, well, I just got done with my brother's graduation party. Just graduated high school. Well, the ceremony's tomorrow. And yeah, it went good. I'm gonna go home, edit this video, and I will see you tomorrow.